Good evening, everyone. This is take two of the weekly presentation, and I just wanted to start over. This week and this weekend, a lot of the posts have been about relationships. They've been about making sure that you're not taking more than you give and giving more than you take, but we have to be able to compromise in order for relationships to work. It can't be one-sided. So if you are the one that is always having to sacrifice, then that relationship needs to be looked at. If someone else is always the person having to sacrifice and you always have to have it a particular way, then there's no compromise. And so it's finding balance in relationships. So we've talked a lot about letting go of things because this is a time during a new moon solar eclipse is really when we make some humongous changes in our lives. It lasts for about 6 months. It may not happen this week or overnight, and some of them may. But it's really about focusing on what's worked in your life and what has not, taking ownership and accountability for the things that have not worked, not always putting the blame on someone else, but recognizing that every relationship, you are involved in that relationship as well, whether that is you're allowing something to happen without speaking up or you're causing friction in a relationship. Um, and that might not even be the case. That's not why all relationships don't work. Sometimes, I don't know, people just are not compatible because they have so big uh, gaps in their differences and what they like and what they enjoy, that they don't enjoy things together at all. And that makes life challenging. It's not fun. We already have a lot of things that we have to do, in order to provide for ourselves and the needs of our families. So we need to be able to have fun and we need to be able to enjoy the the people that are around us, the company that we keep on a day-to-day basis. And again, everybody is not for every person, but there's always someone for everyone. And I know that for a fact. Um, and it's really about getting to know yourself first. So that I've talked about over and over again, the big jump start into 2024 will be with this expo that's coming up on Sunday, April 21st, 2024. It's here in Frederick, Maryland. It's at a retreat center. It's beautiful. It's surrounded by mountains and it's serene, but there's just going to be such an energy about that day. That's supposed to be another very powerful, energetic day. I had no idea when I set this up, uh, like a year ago, that I would be coming up on a weekend that was supposed to be pretty powerful and, changes that people were going to make. So I'm grateful that I have this opportunity. I set this program up in 2012, in April 12th, 2012, actually, and canceled it. Lots of changes happened in my life after that. I did a premiere 6 years ago in Frederick, but then COVID struck and lots of other things happened, and I'm finally here doing it. And it's very important to me. This is a 20-year anniversary of the program from its conception time. It has uh, weathered the test of time. It is timeless. It always will be. I am grateful for the people that have been through the program, the people I've met, the people that I got to see transform before my eyes. Be like seeing a caterpillar changing into a butterfly and seeing the whole process right in front of you. And over again, different people had different experiences based on what tools they were lacking in their lives and what they needed. So watching each person was very individual, very unique, and people were always so grateful. I cannot tell you the magnitude of appreciation that I felt from people and the love that I felt from people and the connections that I've made. It's called Spirit Program. When you coach, you're connecting spirit to spirit. That is, again, the heart of the soul to me, and not the heart that beats in your chest. And it's just uh, a very unique process and technique that helps people really get to the core of who they are, what they really want, and shedding all the old conditions that have happened over the years based on fear and lack and wanting to fit in and wanting to please other people and high expectations of others, including themselves over time. We become very demanding with ourselves and not very kind and caring and compassionate. And this program teaches all of that and more. Um, I am psyched about the expo and what's to come following it. We have another spirit program group that will be starting right after that. Will be the very first, I think it's on Wednesday, don't quote me, Wednesday in May. And it's virtual, so you can attend no matter where you are. When you're listening to this, please know that you can join the Spirit program, and whether that's private or in the group setting. And it's been like that for years, even before anybody talked about virtual or working with people from different places. I've worked with people across the United States for many, many years, and we did it by phone. Then we had something called free conference, and then I got my Zoom room. So I love my Zoom room. It brings me close to people and keeps me connected to them, brings us face to face without having to be in the same room. The process is exactly the same. It does not compromise the program in any way at all. That's what I love about it. And I've done it with people from the ages of 15 to the ages of 88. It has been in wellness centers, fitness clubs, counseling offices. It has been in multiple states. And I'm hoping now to have the book translated into different languages. That's the goal. 20 years of continued growth in the program in different forms, from being completely book form to being video and book, being a training program. And now that would be another big leap, is having it translated. So again, I hope you join us. If you cannot join us, join the group. Come into the group that's going to be starting in May. And I know there'll be, everyone that comes and listens to the Jumpstart always wants to be part of it. Nobody wants to miss it. And I'm also going to ask, there have been 20 years of clients. Many of those clients are still connected with me. We became friends over the years. And, through different events and situations. And sometimes people have come back when they've had a major loss and done some grief work. But nobody comes back through the program more than once. The only person ever did that was someone that was coming into the training program once they came through the program individually for themselves. Um, so I want to say that it is, again, timeless. 12 weeks goes by really fast, and it is life altering in a way that can't be put into words, but in a very positive, uh, and I was going to say a magical way. That's the only way to do it. It's ironic how I will give the tools to someone, and then life gives them the lesson, and they get to use those tools for that lesson. And it does happen exactly that way. I've seen it over and over again. It never ceases to amaze me. So check out the website, check out the program, check out the expo. And remember that this week there are some major changes that are happening in people's lives. And one of them is just a wake-up call. How do you spend your time? How do you spend your life? Are you enjoying your life? Are you spending it with people that you enjoy being with? Are you just getting by? Are you just existing? And I've said that before. Or are you engaging? Is life, controlling you, or are you controlling it? And when I'm not talking about the things with out of our control, I'm talking about the simple choices you can make that make a huge difference every day. Check out the Spirit program, the Spirit Expo, the Grief Healing program, the Rainbow Therapy Healing Circle, which is also here in the Frederick area, at www.getintothespirit.org. I really hope this time I'm recording And then the voice part of this is going to come through. I watched mine earlier and I was so disappointed. It was earlier in the day that I did it so that I could just upload it tonight. And when I went to listen to it, I could see my lips moving, but I couldn't hear anything. So this time, hopefully, it's coming through. Hopefully, the message that I was putting out earlier somehow came through during this message as well. Have a blessed week. I will have my daily videos up. I will be hopefully, because spring weather's here, doing them all outside and staying grounded and getting a little bit of my vitamin D and sunshine as the week goes on. And I hope you do the same. So thank you again and have a great evening. And I started to say this, if you're a client who's still connected, still listening, I'm also going to put out an email. I would love for you to be part of a new video we're doing to actually put on the website and to use during the event so people have an idea what the program did for you because it's different for each person. We have testimonies, we have people write them out, but I want to have video testimonies done now. So if you're interested in being part of that, please reach out to me. Please send me an email. The contact form is also on the website. Again, you can get there by going to getintothespirit.org or www.authorsharonprice.com. Thank you again.